All right, hey guys, we got another project here at Project Nine Oaks. I'm going to be working on upgrading the solar panel that's on the roof of the barn. This barn doesn't run off solar power, but I have an old 15-watt system and charge controller that I got from Northern Tool, and what that is used for is to maintain all the lawnmower batteries, tractor batteries, the battery for the trolling motor that I have, and now for the 12-watt shed, the lights that I have. To maintain that. So that 15-watt panel was pretty taxed trying to keep those things charged. It would take 3 weeks or so to charge that battery for the trolling motor when it was empty. So needed something a little bit beefier, and then it happens that the system stopped working. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I use that as an excuse to get this 100-watt Renogy system. So I've got a 100-watt panel, charge controller, and this can actually go up to 400 watts charge controller, but this is just kind of an entry-level system for what I'm doing. Comes with all the cabling here, nice thick cables with good sheathing around it. So I'm going to be setting this up today and going to be going up on the roof. Really excited to find out what is going on with this old panel. There's not much to it, so maybe the wires were disconnected or something, or maybe the panel is just busted. I'm not too sure. So we're going to go up there, see what's going on with that old panel, hook up this new system, wire it up, see if we can get it charging a battery. And then, this is kind of in anticipation of another project I'm going to do in the future where I want to get my tools, all those 20-volt drill batteries, all those tools to be recharged using solar power. So that's kind of in the future, but this is just the first step in that process, getting a beefier system that I can charge batteries a little bit faster than 3 weeks at a time. So anyway, so let's get started. Let's hop up on the roof and see what we got. Okay, let's get up here and see what we got. Well, the panel looks fine, at least, but obviously this wood frame I built for it about 15 years ago is falling apart. So see, this panel is much smaller. It looks like I think it was about a 1 foot by 1.5 foot or something like that. A lot less capability. The wire comes down here, goes around the edge of the tin, put a guard on that, and just goes up into the roof. So that's where it goes into the charge controller for the barn. So what I'm going to do is take this guy apart and then just put the other panel on directly onto the roof, and I think that's probably a better solution than building another frame for it. All right, well, I've got the panel up here and I'm ready to mount it. So the issue with the roof of my barn is there's no plywood underneath it. It's just trusses with horizontal 2x4s every so often. And so I don't know if you could see, there's like some screws here in the tin where it goes across, and another row of screws up here. And it just so happens that it lines up with the some holes built into the panel itself. So it comes with these brackets which you put on the side, underneath, and then when you flip it over, then you can screw it into your roof. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these brackets attached, and so I've got some wrenches up here. It came with the bolts to attach it, so we're gonna get those these brackets attached, and then we're gonna screw it down to the roof and start plugging in wiring and whatnot. So I'm gonna get that done next. Okay, if you can see, there's not much to it. It's just this bracket that I bolted on underneath and screwed it to the roof. And so I don't know if you saw me there, I put underneath it a little strip of butyl tape, so the hole that's going to go through the tin will have a little bit of a sealer, so when the rainwater comes down the tin, it doesn't go in the hole. So that's a little bit of protection there. But I just put one screw in on each side, and it's not going anywhere. So again, there we go. Got the 4 bolts in the side. I'll probably will be redoing this when I redo the roof itself. Kind of started way down there, but all this is rusty old tin, and it kind of leaks here and there. So I'm going to be redoing it soon. But right now, I've got to connect the wires here. So they're pretty self-explanatory. The positive goes to the positive wire that you were given, and then I'm gonna, route them under the tin here. I'm gonna put a little bit of a protector. I have this like plastic sheathing. I'm gonna protect this wire from around the edge of the tin, and then go up into the barn from under there, and then go to the charge controller. Okay, well, I got the wires hooked up on the solar panel, and they're coming in, and this is the negative. So we're just gonna stick it in the negative side. I mean, it's kind of idiot proof with all the pictures on it to really help you. Alright, so the negative side is in. Let's get the positive side. I'm going to kind of dress up these wires later on, as far as attaching them to the wall and making them look pretty. Oh, look at that. We got the green light on. So the solar panels are making power. So we'll put the negative side in here. And I'm probably going to put like some red tape or something on the positive side of the battery terminal, so it makes it easier to see. Okay, get this insulation off. Alright, so that's it. They're all plugged in, so this is the positive, this is the negative battery. Let me go get, this is let me back you up here. So this is the trolling motor battery. Should be almost full, but we'll see. Alright. So I think I charged it maybe a few weeks ago. See if it sees that. Alright, so the green light on the battery came on too, so it should be charging the battery. Alright, well, I couldn't just leave it the rat's nest that it was. I got it all hooked up here with some staples to the pole, and I got a few staples here in the bottom. That's to kind of take the pressure off of the connection at the bottom of the charge controller. This wire that's going to be connected to the battery. Oh, and I did put a positive, a red for the positive. And I taped over the ends. I'm not sure if that's needed. I don't know if they touch, if that's a problem. So I just left it like that with some tape on it, just so to avoid them touching. This is more like a wiring that I'll be taking off the wall and connect it to batteries and then bringing it back. So it's a lot of movement. That's why I secured those with some staples in the bottom. But right now it's not connected to a battery, so that PV light is not blinking. It's solid just to show that it has power. But when it's blinking slowly like it was earlier, that's to show that the battery is charging. So anyway, this is it, kind of all cleaned up. Kind of a neat project, quick one. You know, it's something that really you don't need a lot of experience doing, to just connect a solar panel to a charge controller. Just get kind of a kit like this, so it's all kind of pre-made, kind of put it together, and it's nice and easy. So I'm excited to see what other projects I can do by running off the sun. So anyway, kind of a neat thing here, and I appreciate you guys sticking around for this project. If you would like this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.